What's up, internet? Welcome back to Sega Break. This is Linzer22. Hey guys, I just wanted to make a video about Sonic Colors Ultimate. I got the game for Xbox One. I've been playing it. I've been honestly enjoying it. I'm almost done with the main story, and then I'll start to collect all the red rings. I've only came across about 1 to 2 bugs. I say two because I'm not exactly sure if I saw a bug, but one of them I for sure know was definitely a bug. It was an area where I was supposed to be playing in a 2D area, but then it turned 3D, and I was like, okay, I guess I can't finish this then. And the other one was I was in an area, and I'm pretty sure the assets didn't load, but I'm not sure because I never went back there because I just let my character die. Now, as you all probably have noticed if you've watched anything going on with Sonic Colors Ultimate, there are these bugs that are pretty bad. It's pretty buggy. Sega has already responded to the criticisms, and they want to put a patch out as soon as possible. They've put a patch out to get rid of the quote seizure-inducing end quote glitches. I say that because I don't know if they are seizure-inducing. Well, at least I don't know if most of them are seizure-inducing. I do know that there was one glitch that had strobe lighting, and that can definitely be seizure-inducing. So if that's what they got rid of, that's great. But you know what? Hopefully they tackle the rest of the glitches. I know many people are upset because they bought a game that they wanted to put into their collection. They bought the physical version. I did that as well. But the reality, at least now, the games, when you buy them day one, they're just not done, or there's gonna be more added to it. So if you're a collector and you want to buy the game and preserve it, and then decades later when nobody even knows what a Nintendo Switch is, you want to plop that into your game, but you're gonna be missing out on the actual experience that you had, I don't know, 20 years ago. And that can be said for almost every game. One thing I do have to say is companies like Limited Run, I think it's awesome that they get the complete version onto that card or disc so that people can, you know, conserve that game and play it in the future, because they have the final version. Like, this is it. This is the one you want to save. So maybe companies should have like a concept where there's a first release version that you know, maybe isn't done, and then I don't know, maybe 2 years later they can re-release the game as a final version or something like that. I know it doesn't, I'm not really making it sound good, but you know, I'm not really a marketing man. You can probably figure that one out. And I totally agree with you guys. I'm not happy that they do this. Like, it bothers me that I buy a game and I have to wait for them to finish it. But the fact of the reality is the market kind of already responded. We're okay with half-baked games as long as you finish it eventually. If an article comes out a year later saying blank and blank is finally a good game and you should pick it up, or just play the version that you bought 2 years ago, people get happy and people give fanfare, and then people pick it up, and then you hear conversations about video games where people are like, hey man, I heard that game is good now, I should go pick it up, or blah blah blah. And the sales goes up, and then they release another. So I don't think it's just a Sega thing, but to be fair, Sonic Colors, from what it looks like from other people's videos, it's pretty broken, and it looked like these glitches look like glitches that shouldn't have gone past QA testing. I highly doubt they skipped QA testing, but a part of me thinks that maybe because it's an emulated game, they didn't bother with that. But, you know, I keep hearing mixed messages. Some people are saying that this game was just an emulator because Sega lost the code. And then some people are saying, oh no, they did have the code, and that's why they had trouble, because they tried to port it and it just wasn't working because it's such old code, and they used a bit of Godot's code to glue it together and it didn't work, blah blah. I don't know. And I know that they're probably not going to release this information on how they actually built this, even though this could be a good educational feature for people if they did a GDC presentation on what went wrong on Sonic Colors, so that, you know, this doesn't happen again. I don't know. I wonder, did they actually do emulation, or did they build a game from scratch? Because if they built the game from not entirely from scratch, but if they had the code and they iterated on it, that would make me a little sad, because I thought it would be possible if you had the game code still in your hands. You would be able to reinterpret that for modern consoles. You can add things, you can add new effects, pretty much what they did in Sonic Ultimate, and you can modernize like old games that need touch-ups. Like, for example, Sega has Binary Domain in their pocket. Like, it's a pretty good game. It's a pretty solid game. I played it and I really enjoyed it. There's a few things I don't like about it, but honestly, if they were to port that and then add some quality of life adjustments, and you know, maybe they were running out of time when they were developing that, now they bring it over and they port it and then they add more time to tweak it a little bit, it could be a much better game. But if Sonic Colors Ultimate had the same thing going for it, then maybe that process just doesn't work. Maybe that's just a fairy tale land. If you guys are a developer, let me know, like, is old code hard to work with? Because, you know, I'd like to know. I just want to let you guys know that I did just do a Sega Saturn Bluetooth controller by Retrobit review. Well, it's not really a review, it's a video. It's just me more looking at the history of why this controller came into my hands and what I think about it, and then ways that you can work with it, because it's a 6-button controller. You know, most controllers have 4 buttons, face buttons. So this is what I did, and I really wanted to make this video. It was really fun. It did take me a little bit longer than I expected, but I hope you guys enjoy it.